Hi guys, it's Ed again. Anyway, I want to welcome you back to the channel. Doing pretty good on our subscriptions. I want to thank everybody for subscribing and commenting. Again, you know guys, I really do. It's pretty cool. So anyway, what have I been up to? Well, a couple things, nothing huge. Been kind of waiting on parts, plus, you know, Thanksgiving and all that stuff, even though we didn't really have huge numbers of family around. Hope everybody's staying well. I know there's been quite an uptick in this COVID crap. So, but anyway, what have I been up to? Well, I put up a light. There you go. That's a new one. So that is another one of the Harbor Freight jobbies, and it works pretty good. So, and I even made it so it's on a switch. So the switch is over here. Pretty fancy, hey? So you just don't have to plug it in anymore. So, ooh. Yeah, I haven't put a cover on it yet. Eventually, maybe. So, anyway, what else do we got going on? Okay, well, I said I was waiting for parts. So, parts did come in. We got ourselves a PZ27 and China carb. I always dig this because it actually has the Keihin name on it, the little symbol and everything in Japan, you know, because they use their castings. And but you can tell just how cheesy this thing is. The choke was a little funky. As you can see right now, the choke is wide open, and now you can close it and it goes back to open. When I got it, the choke was actually set to close automatically, so it was spring loaded to be like this, and then not but I wanted it spring open. I don't want it spring closed. And this also has the setup for the cable actuator, which it said it was lever, but and it is lever. So I tore this apart last night, took this screw out, messed around, took the spring out of this to try to get this to, and then like I said, I took the screws out of the butterfly, and I ended up putting switching it around and reversing it. The spring is in the end cap over here, which is kind of weird. So I don't like it. So we're going to pull the carburetor off that Honda, and we're going to get see if we can kind of mix and match to build a regular choke, you know, manual choke out of it. So let's see how we do. As you can see, it's got a little white stuff on it. So we've had a little bit of snow. You can see here, kind of on the cars, and they even pushed up when they plowed around a little bit. So, well, I guess tis the season, right? It's December. Let's get the fenders off this, and let's get into that carburetor. Okay guys, so under closer inspection, I have noticed that the dirty carburetor, or the original carburetor, the butterfly actually does spring to shut off. So, but it does have the mechanism all here from this choke, so I think all we need to do is take this apart and get rid of this. We'll take this back apart because I kind of messed the screws up anyway, I think. They didn't really want to come out. So I probably stripped them, which is alright because we have an option. So maybe we can get them out. This one could be tricky because it's kind of stripped. But we'll get a fingernail under it maybe. Give a little up pressure on it. I know you guys can't see a darn thing I'm doing. All I'm trying to do is pry up from under it with my fingernail just to try to give it a little bite, which it worked. I'll pull this one out. The way this works, you guys can see there's a little slot right here, and there's a spring inside this cap. So, and it looks like this one here has basically the same thing going on. So let's take this apart. This one's got a little bit of gas in it. I did run this through the ultrasonic cleaner and it did help, but it still had issues. So this may have a spring under it. Feels like it might. Actually, it might be just the spring in here that's forcing it. That's all it is. So this one will go back onto this side. And this one here, I'm going to try pulling this one out because that one's stripped. See if we can reuse this one. We'll use this shaft. Well, you can even see the, look at the color underneath that. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see how that gooky lacquer color? That's probably what's inside this carburetor that I can't, even though I cooked it for quite a while in the ultrasonic. Those out. We'll release this a little bit, pull it out. We'll see if this one fits into this one. See if their machining is anywhere near correct. Feels okay. Not sure which way is. We'll go around this way with it one more. Let's go this way with it. Okay, I think we'll go with that. Not sure, but we'll give her a try. And then the hard part, we're trying to get these screws back in. This is where we had the problem the last time. Yep, fighting me. Come on. Not tightening them up super tight because this hole is drilled. Oh no, there it goes. It moved. Thought it was drilled funny. Just got to keep them both loose. So you can get both screws started. There we go. Yeah, and that's springing back to the way it was. Don't go crazy tightening them up because it's just brass and it doesn't take much. So you can see, that seems to be working. What do you think? Old knob or new knob here? That's the old one, I think. Yep. Okay. That one even says choke on it. This is the new one. It doesn't say choke. It actually has that choke symbol. Which is kind of weird. But they do have the ball. If you look, where are you guys? See, it's got that little ball, which would indice into this metal with the little tiny holes here. So it's not too bad, I guess, to switch it over. Like I said, I tried last night sitting on the couch watching TV doing it. It didn't work. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Choke open, choke closed. You can get a couple different levels there. I'm good with that. Probably use a little more pressure down on it, but I just don't want it jumping around if it tries to jump up. I'm going to put a little bend on it, I think. Make it a little tighter. You can see there's... I'll go over to the vise, I'll be right back. Okay, so we put a little extra bend in it. Hopefully that'll put a little extra down pressure on it. Just because I don't want it to choke out if it gets jumping around, you know. So, we'll see if that helps any. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that feels almost right. That definitely holds her open, nice and straight. Okay, so this has got the O-ring in it. We don't need this cap, hopefully. Our other one will fit, so we don't have to pull all that apart. So let's go take a look over there. Okay, so this has got the O-ring. That looks pretty good. The O-ring sticks up good and high. So let's go in with that. Got to kind of fish it through here. Get it up on the bolts. Hopefully it fits the bolts. If I can find it, we should be good. Okay, we're up over the studs. A little snug. Actually, let's raise the float on this side, that side. We're going to try this slide. I don't know. The slide feels a little funny. Oh, you know why? Because there's already a slide in it. That'll slow you down. Get that out. Let's try sliding the slide in now. Okay. I think we're kind of down in. Oh, and the cap isn't going to fit. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll pull it up out. So I guess we are going to have to do a full switch over. I was hoping, and actually that slide looks to be, oh yeah, definitely this slide's a little bigger. So I guess we got to switch it over. No big deal. We got to pull this cap too. Okay guys, as you can see, I have uploaded it to the right size cap for this carburetor and the slide that came out of it, so everything is all new now. So now what we're going to do is try this again. We're going to try fishing this in here. We should all work now, I hope. And there we go. That worked pretty good. Oh, I know what that was. No big deal. This has got to go this way. And this little rubber O-ring is a real pain in the butt. It does not stay in there very well. There we go. All we got to do is get the cap on it. Come on, baby. Trying to thread these is kind of challenging because they're kind of a weird thread. Very fine, and then they're not really cut. And then that O-ring wants to jump out on you. Okay, there we go. I think we got her started. I just want to test it here quick. Feels good. put the nuts back on it. If I can get them. Oh, she's spitting snow again out there. Come on. There's one on. Let's find the other one here somewhere. Thought I threw it in the bucket. I did. It was very small. I'll put you guys over here. Maybe you'll see something. See, what I'm trying to do is get that on there. There we go. Put that on there. That's tight. Find my wrench. There we go. That one's good. Hopefully, this thing runs better. I know the jet on the bottom was, you know, that one that's impossible to get to down here. You know, it's right underneath the carburetor. That one there does move around a little bit, so you can tweak it a little. But it's kind of tough to do. But let's put this clamp back on. It's kind of an aluminum zip tie. Okay. Push the rubber down. Feels like I'm getting full throttle. Choke's working good. Let's get a fuel tank on it. I had to get creative and make a new piece of rubber here, but it worked. Now the hard part is trying to... Oh, I didn't put that fuel line on when I should have. That's what I forgot to do. We may have to take that tank back off again. Let's pull this tank out of here because... getting this fuel line on isn't going to be fun. Oh, we're going to fish it down through here. Down on. I think we got it. Bring that hose clamp up and then we'll push that back on. Okay. Well, of course the battery died on me, guys, and I do apologize for that, but basically what happened, just to give you guys up to speed, is it I didn't have enough gas in the tank. you know, I'm trying to be cheap and just put enough gas in it to get by, and it wasn't feeding. So I took the gas tank off and I messed around with it, and I'm going, what the heck? So if I turned it, the gas would run out. I'm like, well, it must not be the pickup, must be up there pretty high. So anyway, I did put it all back together. I put the air box back in it, but I can't find the darn cover. It's here somewhere in this garage of mess. But it's been a little touchy on the startup. It is warm right now. It's not, you know, super hot, but it's warm, so it should fire up okay. I had to hand choke it. I don't know why, and then it fired right off. So, but let's see what happens here. See something dripping. Is that water or fuel? Fuel is turned off. Probably should turn the fuel on. It probably will run better. Choke it or no choke it? I don't know. Let's see. It's no choke right now. It's got a little sneeze. Hear that sneeze? I'm not sure what's causing that. I think it's that one jet we could adjust a little bit, but runs beautiful though. I'll put the seat on it, go for a ride. No reverse. Okay, we're going to do this Harvey Spooner style. Actually, he's got a GoPro now. He's pretty fancy. So, okay. Ooh, there goes the seat. We're going to go one-handed. First gear. Second gear. Bit of slushy. For having such big tires, it's actually got a lot of power. One-handed, it's a little challenging. And guess what? Even the brakes work. What's the chances of that? Now I gotta get it in gear. There we go. Pretty scary. Look at that. Right in the middle of the hill. See? That's a big hill. Pretty steep hill. Stop right in the middle of it. I haven't had a machine with brakes in, I don't know, 20 years. What do you guys think? I actually put it on, I think it runs better than my 200S. Okay, well, I guess I got to move the snowmobile out if I'm going to park this in and go from there. Let's start the snowmobile. Try. It's got a very short recoil. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging around and going for a ride on the old three-wheeler. Check this out too, I want to show you something. It's got a headlight. Isn't that impressive? Might even be high beam, low beam. Does something. I think that's high beam, low beam. And it's got a tail light. Not sure if it's got a brake light. No brake light. At least not squeezing on it like that. But so there it is. Nice machine. Needs a seat cover and an air filter. And for me to find the cap to the air filter box, I have no idea where the heck that is. But it runs pretty good. So anyway, guys, thanks again for watching, subscribing, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Too many Hondas. Nah, never too many Hondas.